So it's me, your boy, Kiss Samson. This message will sound somehow, but that is the far truth. Why? Because on your way to make it in life, you have to cut some people out of it if you want to succeed. So when Jesus was born, something happened. Something happened. So the king that was there then discovered that another king was born, which they show him. They said this king is going to be mighty. Is the king of kings, the Lord of lords, the Messiah. So what did this king do in order for him to terminate the life of Christ? He ordered what? Urgent killing of every 2 years. Yes, if I'm not lying, every 2 years child. They kill as many they can't for the sake of one person. For the sake of only one person, they terminate many. Listen, you have to understand this. Devil can do anything. He can go to any level just because he want to terminate your life. He will destroy many souls. He will condemn many souls. So what I have today is cut off everybody that is trying to do what? To block you from getting to that promised land. Because going to that, you ought to go to that promised land. You have to fulfill it. So you have to cut everybody that don't want you to fulfill your promise, that don't want you to fulfill your call if you want to make it in life. Sometimes we do so ask ourselves, how can we discover them? Whoever that is around you that don't want to support you financially, physically, through their speech, it's not only financially, but through their works. There are some people whom they are not ready to increase you, but they are ready to do what? To decrease you. They are ready to cause confusion. They are ready to frustrate you. They are ready to block evil against you. You have to cut them off, because majority of them, devil himself is using them to manifest. Yes, now. Yes. Devil is automatically using them in human form to manifest their evil deed. Devil himself is using them to fulfill his mission. Some people are so funny. So you have to cut them off. You have to cut them off. You have to let them go. Because they are not made to do what? To increase your verbs. They are not made to increase you. They are not ready to do what? To elevate you. They are not ready to do what? To make you to activate your calling. Rather, they want to do what? To reduce you to the dust, in order for you not to get to that promised land. When God was about to take people of Israel to the promised land, he took them through obstacles, through pains. In 400 years, they were what? In desert. All of them suffering, etc. So it's not all of them that depart from Egypt that reach the promised land. Even Moses was unable to reach it, but he saw the promised land. So for you to see your promised land, brothers and sisters, you need to cut some certain things out of your life. Those people who give you doubt, those people who make you feel that you can't do it, those people who make you feel that you can't do that alone, those people who always tell you that you are nobody, those people who make you feel as a low self-esteem, you need to cut them off before they cut you off. Because as long as devil have already discovered that you are heading to your promised land, he will set his angel. Yes, now let me call them angel. He will set his angel around you to be working against you, to be bringing different thoughts, to be bringing different what manners of speech that you can't do it. So you need to cut them off. Look at it. This is onions. That is what we are doing. So where can I find wheat? This is wheat. If you can see it, this one is wheat. Let me pull it. If I can't, let me pull this. Okay, this is wheat. In order for these onions to manifest, to produce well, so we have to clean all the whole weed around it. Not that this weed is not good, not that it's not useful to the ground, because when it grow, it decay, it become manure. And in Africa, this weed is special weed for medicine. If you have an injury, you get it. But we have to plug it out in order for these onions, all these onions, to grow. So that is the reason why, that is one of the example, the reason why you ought to cut some certain people out of your life. You ought to cut them immediately with cutting. You have to cut them out. You have to trim yourself. When I was in Africa, I do used to remember those days that my dad do used to send me to palm tree farm. I will go there, we trim the palm tree, clear the whole farm, cut the branches, all those ones that is not needed, in order for the palm tree to produce great. Because when the palm tree have all those chuku around them, all those branches around them, even if it produce, it will not be what big. So we trim it in order for him to produce. So for you to become great in life, for you to become successful, for you to become something that you are dream of become, you have to cut some people who don't want you to get into your promised land. You know, I do used to share this testimony, because majority of people think, how can we discover it? When I was with someone in 2017, I met this lady. So she used to say a word that my friends are more better than me. I know that she is seeing my good work. I know that she is seeing what God is doing. I know that she's watching me every day. Then she will record all those things that she used to say. So what am I saying? Those people who always tell you indirectly or directly that someone is more better than you, either in relationship, etc., your family members, your sisters, your uncle, your aunties, those people who always tell you that someone is more better than you, not that they are saying it in order for them to put courage into you, but they are saying it in order for you to remain in that bondage, in order for you to remain in that place, in order for you never to stand up for your own self. You ought to cut them off. You ought to cut, like these onions now. Watch this. Like these onions now, very soon, like this one that is already big, very soon we will start to remove all these ones that have already fallen down. Watch, like all this one that is already fallen down, we are going to remove it in order for the for the waste here to do what, to become big, so that the onions will grow big. So what am I trying to say is this: you ought to cut some people out of your life. You need to cut them off. You get me? You need to cut them off, because you expecting them to change, they can't change. They have the reason why they are in your life, around you. They are in your life in order for them to fulfill the evil plan devil have already given them, because they have mission. They have mission why they are with you. They are not ready to increase you. They are not ready to elevate you. They are not ready to motivate you. They are not ready to support you. So you ought to cut those people who don't want you to enter into your promised land, because then they understand the moment you step into your promised land. Izuzuzu, who don't like honey, do you know that whenever, even if a child is 1 month, 2 months, one year, even 1 week, you take an honey, you put on his mouth or her mouth, you will see smile. You get me? You will see smile. Or sugar. Try it. Put small sugar inside a little baby, their mouth. You will see the smile that will come out from their face. That is how they have already understand. The moment they discover that you are about to step into your promised land, hey God, you won't understand. You won't understand. But you have to understand that. You have to understand it, no matter how hard it is. The moment they discover that you are about to step into your promised land, into your greatness, into that place where you are not going to call anyone for support, into that place where you are not going to call anybody for assistance, into that place where you can manage yourself, whether it's small or big, into that place where you are not going to tolerate anything from them, because as long as you are under them, as long as you are getting something from them, as long as they are giving you benefit, supporting you, giving you all those things, but thinking they are helping you, but they are using you, as long as they are doing that, you are under them, they have control over you. But the moment they realize that you are about to enter into your promised land, they will start to cause confusion in order for you not to enter, in order for you not to step in order for you not to be there. You get me? So you need to let them go, cut them off, because there are certain people who come into your life. Some of them are the agent of devil in human form. Some of them come as a form of agent of devil in order for them to accomplish their evil plan against you. Some of them come as a demonic plant they have sent in order for them to root you out of that promised land, because they know as you step there, everything will turn for your good. Those suffering will turn for your good. Those pain will turn for your good. Those barrenness will turn for your good. Those delay will turn for your good. Those cry you have been crying, those news that you have been giving them, something is hard, I have been working so hard but nothing good come out from it. They know that at that moment something is about to do what? To back by to you. Something is about to happen. So what will they do? They will start to question yourself. They will start to do evil in order for you to do what? Doubt yourself. So all those people who don't want to support you financially, etc., you have to cut them off. Those haters, those enemies, those betrayers, don't allow them to come. Don't let them follow you to that promised land. So call them off. It's me, your boy K Samson. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, you know how we do it. Kindly subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up the bell. At any time I upload, you will be the first to see it. You know how we do it. So cut them off. Whoever that is trying to block you from getting to your promised land, cut them off.